Hola a todos, Cyber Profe here. Let's learn about the present progressive tense. This tense matches the ing ending we use in English, but in Spanish we use it when we want to emphasize that something is happening right now, in the moment. What do we need to use this tense? We need the verb estar, and for this video, we'll stay in the present tense. A verb, and then one of the present and progressive endings, either ando or yendo. The ando ending goes with AR verbs, and the yendo ending goes with ER and IR verbs. If you want to review how to conjugate estar or the present tense verbs, you can find the links to those videos in the description below. Well, let's see it in action with the verb comer, to eat. To say that she is eating, we conjugate estar to match the pronoun ella, then we drop the ER ending from comer, and finally we add on the yendo ending. This gives us está comiendo. She is eating right now. Let's use another ER verb, correr, to run. And we'll change the pronoun to say that I am running. First, we conjugate estar into estoy to match the yo pronoun. Then we drop off the ER ending from comer. And finally, we add the yendo ending. This gives us estoy corriendo. I am running right now. IR verbs also use the yendo ending. Let's use the verb dormir, to sleep. To say you are sleeping, we conjugate estar to match the pronoun tú. Next, we drop the IR ending from dormir, and finally we add the yendo ending. This gives us estás durmiendo. You are sleeping right now. Now let's look at the ando ending. For that, we need an AR verb, so we'll use hablar, to talk, to say he is talking. It's the same formula as the ER and IR verbs, just with a different ending. Pause the video if you'd like to try it on your own. Okay, we need to conjugate estar to match the pronoun él, then we drop off the AR ending from hablar, and finally we add the ando. This gives us está hablando. He is talking right now. This tense doesn't follow the same rule it does in English because in Spanish, it means the action is happening right now. It is much more likely that you will want to use the infinitive or just a normally conjugated verb rather than the present progressive. Just ask yourself, is the action happening as I speak? If the answer is no, then you probably want a different tense. Let's look at what I mean. In English, it's perfectly fine to say, I like running, I hate doing homework, I'm going to Costa Rica. In Spanish, since the speaker is not actually doing those things as they're speaking, they wouldn't use the present progressive tense. Instead, a better choice is the infinitive or just a normally conjugated verb. Me gusta correr. Odio hacer la tarea. Voy a Costa Rica. Oh, let's level up. If you feel comfortable with what you just learned, then it's time to level up with more information. If you don't feel comfortable yet, then skip to the time shown on the screen for practice, and then come back to this point when you feel you're ready. Rule benders. We want to watch out for too many vowels in a row. The word leer, to read, for instance, would look like this after being conjugated. It bends the rules to change the I to a Y because otherwise there'd be too many vowels in a row and just be too hard to pronounce. The actual rule is if an I falls between two vowels, it will change to a Y. Other examples are oír, to hear, and creer, to believe. Sometimes this is called the old MacDonald had a farm rule, E-I-E-I-O. Other tenses. You will see Stemchangers in this tense, but the good news for us language learners is they only happen with IR verbs, like my example with dormir at the beginning of the video where the O changed into a U. Did you notice the ando and yendo endings? They didn't change to match the pronoun. The present progressive ending will always end in an O, whether the subject is masculine or feminine, singular or plural. To use this tense, we need a form of a star, a verb, and one of the present progressive endings, ando for AR verbs, or yendo for ER/IR verbs. Let's give it a shot. Let's practice. Translate the sentences below into Spanish using the present progressive tense. Pause the video to give yourself time and play when you're ready to go on. Okay, did you get estoy hablando? Está comiendo. Estamos escuchando. Están corriendo. Estás durmiendo. Está cocinando. Well, I hope you found this video helpful. Feel free to ask questions or comment below, and be sure to subscribe for me. Gracias y nos vemos.